And here for Mexico City, Mason Jones back in the starting lineup, along with the veteran Gary Clark, and Bruno Caboclo continues to get those starts at the 5 for the Capitanes. So we are glad you're with us. Capitanes and Salt Lake City Stars for the second time in 3 nights. And it's a takeaway for Salt Lake City on the game's opening possession. And a jam opens up the scoring from G. Nathan Williams. Nice up and under move, but the finish not there. And Rigoberto Mendoza has the Mexico City rebound. Mason Jones, low post touch for Bruno Caboclo to tie the game at 2. Another takeaway for Mexico City. This time Manera turned back. And the loose ball taken around the midcourt stripe. Gary Clark finally comes away with it. Mendoza for 3. Offensive rebound, second effort. Mason Jones lets it go and buries the triple. So Mason Jones and Mexico City picking up where they left off on Wednesday. Another steal for the Stars, and a lay-in to make it 7-4. Mendoza stops and starts, and on the blow-by, he lays it in Southern Nevada. 11-4 early, Mexico City leads. Here's Vital, a straight-on 3, and he puts it in. They had the Elam ending, which has been very popular among G League fans. Another takeaway in the open floor, and a left-hand hammer dropped down by Raleigh Alkins. 11 lead, and it's Mason Jones again getting things started for the home team. How was the environment out there, Gianna? I know you enjoyed covering that tournament, and you got to see a lot of good hoop.
Yeah, for people that haven't seen the Winter Showcase, I mean, it is the ultimate scout event, so there's not a ton of fans. He said that he doesn't know what else he can do, that he's close to 50-40-90 splits. And we see Mason take a deep three. Sorry to take over there, but I just got caught up in what he's doing.
As Mason Jones. Jones off the shot fake into the paint. It sets up Mendoza for the easy lay-in.
Could be why he hasn't got that call-up yet is typically before January, you can't do a call-up that isn't a two-way. So the 10 days will start happening in January.
There were a ton of G League players getting those 10-day deals. Haven't seen that as much this winter, which is ultimately a good thing, but that just means less opportunities for guys at this level. Speaking of guys at this level, another steal for Justin Manaya. Into the open floor, Mason Jones lays it in.
It's so interesting, all the rules that they try out in the G League. The target score ending. I had to pause there for that Caboclo slam. All the different rules they're adding here in the G League for us to see have been interesting. And as I asked players, they told me they feel indifferent about both of them. So we'll see.
Vital goes coast to coast, misses the layup, but Stacey Davis there to clean it up. And the putback closes the gap to 6. Napier, free throw line jumper, and it bounces in.
And that was just beautiful.
Mexico City, 11 of their first 16 from the field, up double figures in the opening quarter. Alkins into the paint, dishes out to Williams for 3. It's good, plus the foul. A chance at 4 for G. Nathan Williams. There's Shabazz Napier taking it all the way. A sweet move, and he kisses it off the glass. Step back 3 en route, and that's good. Elijah Kane buries his second of the opening quarter.
See if they do it in the second quarter as well.
There's Napier, contested 3, and it's good. Shabazz Napier connects. Another takeaway for Mexico City. Pacheco the steal, the lob. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Another look at it here. Pacheco eyes him, and he is flying in the air.
On a bounce, Mendoza. Oh, it wiggled out.
Oh, that hurts for Mendoza. He waited. It didn't go in.
And Raleigh Alkins beats the buzzer and buries a 3. Andriassi finds Gary Clark. Entry pass through the wickets of Kenneth Fareed and take it away. Here comes Raleigh Alkins, and he finishes with a flush.
Fareed just gets in there and uses his size and ability to get up.
Gary Clark buries the triple.
And when you have good defense, you have good offense. Perfect plays on both ends.
G. Nathan Williams, corner triple, and a quick response from Salt Lake City. Within 8 minutes, second quarter, and another takeaway for Mexico City. A Euro step, and Caboclo missed it, but the putback's good.
Mexico City has been taking some shots that weren't the best looks in the last few possessions. Here you look for that to get a better shot. This looks much better.
His offensive game still a work in progress, but he has been terrific defensively for Mexico City, averaging 2 steals per game as Stacey Davis lays it in. Gary Clark from the corner. Si, senor! Clark fills it up, his second 3.
Whatever it may be. So we have not had stability on our team yet.
Oh, Mason Jones out of control, and it bounces in anyway. And the lead now 14. Williams into the paint, nice hesitation, and flips it in off the window.
Very nice spin move for him to easily lay it off his fingertips in the basket. You get the feeling Gary Clark wants to heat up from the perimeter at this point.
Now the floater bounces in.
Tried to go in quickly, loses his footing a little bit. Wild shot there.
Stacey Davis scores inside.
You see they slowed it down. They're now passing it around the perimeter, looking for the best shot possible.
Oh, Mason Jones up and under. They will count it and give him one on the house. He is unstoppable. It doesn't get much more pretty than this. The right to left. Always on triple-double watch as he lets it go. Buries the 3. Timeout, Salt Lake City. On a Friday night in Mexico City. Nobody better on the floor in the G League right now than Mason Jones. And he grows the lead to 14. See how Pacheco pulls the trigger, high arcing 3. And a long rebound to Vital. He lobs it to Stacey Davis. He beat the defense. Napier across the floor. Gary Clark lets it fly, and it's good. Third 3 for Gary Clark. Napier on the blow by, count it, and 1. Shabazz Napier with a chance at 3. Now Salt Lake City has the first possession of the third quarter. Stacey Davis goes up and around, misses, but on the third attempt, it floats in. Starters have seen the bulk of the minutes.
That's so hard in the G League when you're playing back-to-back. You're playing in elevation in Mexico City, and you already have a tight roster.
And a head of steam the other way. Manaya got a piece of it, but right there to clean it up. Inside, it's Isaiah Miller. Almost 2 minutes off the third quarter clock. Mexico City seeking their first points, and they've got it on a Bruno Caboclo slam. Nearly took that extra step.
Nearly took it. Almost found his balance.
And Gary Clark spikes it backwards. Vital, as the shot clock expires, he lays it in. And here comes Mason Jones, racing into the front court, racing downhill. Misses the layup, but the tap back is good. Rigoberto Mendoza. Tough to beat a team twice in that short span. Mexico City trying to do it this week at home, and Mason Jones the steal and score for the Capitanes. Rebounded by Stacey Davis.
Those are the threes you feel like you gotta hit. When they're swung across the court, you miss when they don't make those.
Caboclo from straight away, and he fills it up. First triple tonight for Bruno Caboclo. Extends the lead back to double digits. Here's Stacey Davis. He turns and attacks and lays it in. He dishes to the corner. Maurice Kalou misses. Vital has the offensive rebound, but his putback rejected by Caboclo, and Mason Jones will get the fast break layup on the other end.
Valuable minutes they shall get, I will predict.
Mason Jones misses the step back. Hey, your prediction's right on cue. Kenneth Fareed. So Kenny, who had a double-double here Wednesday, adds a rebound and some points to his total in his first third quarter minutes. Stacey Davis lighting it up in this second half. Kenneth Fareed with more points off the bench for Mexico City. Nice drive and finish, and it's a single-digit game again.
Mexico City had great defense, but Isaiah Miller just had a better drive.
Shabazz Napier now has 15 off the bench.
It's okay, I've got this. And you see, he off the bench, 15 points. He's still giving his best to this team. Holy moly!
Fareed. Mason Jones gets double-teamed underneath. Gets it away to Kenneth Fareed. Shabazz Napier, another three, another make. 18 off the bench for Napier. Another low post touch for Stacey Davis. He stays with it and floats it in. He is having a huge night. Stacey Davis now with 21 points. And they'll give it back to Davis in transition. 23 for the veteran. He's been efficient too. 10 of 18 from the field. Already a double-double for Stacey Davis tonight. And a lay-in for Mason Jones.
And that's what Fareed is going to have to do, continue to go at Davis tonight. And
Davis continues to go at Mexico City. 25 for the 28-year-old Stacey Davis. Final 90 seconds of the third. Kenneth Fareed spins to his right. Missed it off the glass. But guess who? Mason Jones with the putback. 27 for Mason Jones tonight after dropping 35 Wednesday. And now he's got 29. Boy, when he catches fire, Raleigh Alkins has his pocket picked by Kenny Fareed. Pacheco on a bounce. Gary Clark punches it through. Shabazz Napier misses. Kenneth Fareed, another offensive rebound. This time can't hit the putback. And the pocket pass into the front court leads to the G. Nathan Williams Euro step and finger roll finish. Now there is a lot of basketball left in this building tonight. Corner three, and Kenneth Fareed knocks it down. Pacheco underneath. Gary Clark flushes it through. G. Nathan Williams lines up the triple and knocks it down. Inside, Raleigh Alkins threw it away. Clark the steal on a bounce to Shabazz Napier.
for Salt Lake City. 3-15 by Mexico City. That's a huge story.
Gary Clark showing off his low post moves and powers it up off the glass. Gary Clark has a double-double tonight. 17 points, 10 rebounds. A straight on three, and that's good. Clark attacks, hesitates, lays it in. Williams from the corner, and Pacheco grabs the miss. Sprints into the front court. And that's good. Rigoberto Mendoza from deep.
They want to be the breeding farm for Latin talent to be in the NBA, as there's only 5 Latin American players in the NBA right now. They want to move that to about 20 players, they said, if they can.
The new facility for Salt Lake City home games.
Facilities matter a ton in the G League, and so many of them have been upgraded or just entirely new. Have the facilities that are actually in the same as the parent organization. Now, Mexico City doesn't have this because they don't have a parent organization, but when you see that, it's really nice to have that synergy. Very balanced game for the Capitanes when it comes to shooting. I mean, we've talked about how many players are scoring double figures at this point.
Isaiah Miller.
But when it comes down to basketball, they don't need the translating because basketball is basketball everywhere.
And that's an and one just about everywhere.
Is that a question for me, or is that just to the world?
Well, the world could always use some resolutions, and Rigoberto Mendoza since the Showcase Cup tournament.
And we know the resolutions for these guys, and that's to get a call-up.
And the clock has become a factor in what's a 21-point game. Inside, Mason Jones laid in.
And he just keeps pushing the lead.
31 tonight for Mason Jones to go along with 7 assists, 13 of 18 from the field. Stacey Davis spins and scores for Salt Lake City. These teams won't play again until the calendar flips to the new year. Pacheco. Mason Jones, the putback plus the foul. He's got 33 and a free throw coming. Mack this time last year. Trying to work his way to the highest level. Bruno Caboclo twirls around and sticks it in.
It has everything it needs to be.
Rigoberto Mendoza. That was pretty. On a night where a lot of guys have eclipsed the 20-point barrier, Bruno Caboclo adds a block to his total. Mason Jones still out there. Chance to add to his stat total. Andriassi buries the three. The cherry on top tonight for the Capitanes. Riley Alkins misses. Stacey Davis. Another rebound to his total and a couple more points too. Mexico City had tied RGV with a 12-6 record, but RGV had the tiebreaker, and they represented Mexico City's division. That's how you know it's the Capitanes night. Riley Alkins downhill for the layup. And we've got 48 seconds left to play.
There's been so many flights canceled. I actually heard Brandon Boston Jr. didn't make it for a Clippers game because his flight got canceled the other night.
That's unheard of. And so is this guy. And Mexico City has opened the regular season with back-to-back wins. They leave little doubt tonight, 136-109 over Salt Lake City. And again, Mason Jones leads the way with 36 points.